Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back once again. I am Nicodemus Kane. Today is March the 8th, 2022. We're a little bit more subdued today. I am in a different room. I have had to move all of my computers, everything upstairs. Sunday night, we had a massive thunderstorm, and the entire basement flooded yet again. This time worse than we have ever had it. And I am I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. I'm extremely run down and beat up because I spent the whole day yesterday, which was supposed to be a day off because I had a doctor's appointment, an eye doctor appointment. But I was going to take the whole day off just to have a day to myself. And I woke up to streaming water coming into the basement. So we obviously have a massive problem going on in this house. So I pulled all my computer equipment upstairs because I said I cannot work down there like this. So we're here in the dining room, our lovely dining room. I have everything set up on the kitchen table, the dining table, whatever you want to say. Um, and we're going to make this short and sweet because I don't know how much energy I have. I am, like I said, completely drained. But today we're going to do Psalm 119. The letter for the day is GIMEL. It's GIMEL in the Hebrew alphabet that I have. It's GIMMEL. I don't know if there's a difference, but it's GIMEL. So follow along. We got 8 verses going here, so we're just gonna jump right into it. GIMEL. Deal bountifully with thy servants, that I may live, and keep thy word. Open thou mine eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law. I am a stranger in the earth. Hide not thy commandments from me. My soul breaketh for the longing that it hath unto thy judgments at all times. Thou hast rebuked the proud that are cursed, which do err from thy commandments. Remove from me reproach and contempt, for I have kept to thy testimonies. Princes also do sit and speak against me, but thy servant did meditate in thy statutes. Thy testimonies also are my delight and my counselors. I definitely need some words of faith, especially when you are down the hardest. You definitely need words of faith. And I never even got a chance yesterday to really stop and pray to God, pray to our Father the whole day. Never even really thought of it. There was a time where I stopped and said, God, please just make it stop raining, because it just kept raining all day. It's like as soon as it started slowing down, and as soon as we were able to really get a leg up on it, it started raining again. And it just kept going and kept going, but I never really had a chance to stop, and I kind of feel terrible for that. So let's go back through this. Again, I'm not going to go too deep into a lot of stuff today. I'm already starting off late anyways because I had to go downstairs and finish some stuff up, check the basement. So let's start over from the beginning. Deal bountifully with thy servant, that I may live and keep thy word. Open thou mine eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law, which I always think of the line, I am blind, and now I can see. Those that have eyes can hear, those that have eyes can see, those that have ears can hear. Because it does open your eyes. It opens your eyes to a lot of truth. A lot of truth of this world, a lot of truth of the way things have worked. And you can see just how deep the lies have gotten. I am a stranger in the earth. Hide not thy commandments from me. My soul breaketh for the longing that it hath unto thy judgments at all times. I did that again. My soul breaketh for the longing that it hath unto thy judgments at all times. Thou hast rebuked the proud that are cursed, which do err from thy commandments. Thou hast rebuked the proud that are cursed. Pride goeth before the fall, and a haughty mind leadeth to destruction. Do not have pride for this world. Pride, I think, above all sins, has to be the worst, because pride leads to everything. I don't know how many times you read it where you have to be humble before God. You have to be humble before your fellow man. You have to be humble in this world. To have pride means that you love yourself, love this world more than you love what the Father can give you. And you hear it so many times. Remove from me reproach and contempt, for I have kept thy testimonies. Princes also did sit and speak against me, but thy servant did meditate in thy statutes. The entire world is coming against me, but I kept your word. I kept your commandments. I meditated upon what you told me. Thy testimonies also are my delight and my counselors. And that's pretty much is that. I don't have much else to say about that one. But we can talk about this. Get rid of that. Pull that up. Make sure it looks good. Yeah, make sure I'm still recording. I don't even know. I actually I was recording some other things Saturday. I think it was Saturday or Sunday, and spent a whole hour and a half on it, and turned around and realized that when I thought I hit the record button, I was actually turning it off and not turning it back on, or something like that. I don't know exactly what it was. So, because I ran a test, and I checked the test, and the test was good, but I guess I was either recording something after. I don't know what happened, but I hit the button, and I found out that I wasn't recording. Lost the whole thing. Like I said, an hour and a half's worth of work just gone. But this is GIMEL, the third letter in the Hebrew alphabet. Go through all this stuff. So sometimes it has a dot in the middle of it called a dagesh mark. Dagesh, I think that's what the guy said. But today this does not affect this pronunciation. Okay, but back in the day, you used to have a dot. Okay. So we got some advanced information in gematria. It is a number 3, of course. Pictograph, it looks like an L. Is it a wall? The letter GIMEL is the third letter of the alphabet, having the numeric value of 3. The pictograph for GIMEL is a camel. Oh. And the architecture of the classic Hebrew letter looks something like a man constructed from a vav and a yod. Man. Okay. Notice that yod. Notice the yod that points to the left, indicating the direction the man is walking. Okay. The mysteries of the GIMEL. In the Talmud, which we don't read, it is said that the GIMEL symbolizes a rich man running after a poor man, of course, to give him charity. Yeah, right. If a rich man is running after a poor man to give him charity, why is he running in the first place? The poor man should be coming to the rich man. The Talmud, man. The things I've heard. GIMEL thus represents the free choice to run after the teaching of Torah by practicing acts of loving kindness. The root gamal means to deal out, to give, to wean, to give. Wait a minute. Let's go back here. To give out, deal bountifully with me, open my eyes, hide not thy commandments. Remove from me, give me those things. Huh. You see where that's going? Gimel. To give bountifully, to give, where did it say? What did it say again? To deal out, to give, to wean. The number 3 also represents stability, like 3 legs of a stool. From the Mishnah, the oral Torah, it is said that the world itself stands on 3 legs, but we have 4 pillars, so I don't know exactly how that works. But we all know that there are 3. Everything in this world revolves around the 3. I learned that one a long time ago. Before I even knew what gematria was, I understood numbers. I understood that all numbers dissolve down to 3 eventually, in some way, shape, or form. You can dissolve just about every number down to 3. I knew that in high school, but I didn't understand what it meant until I knew about, learned about gematria, and I was like, there's something to that. There's this whole other numerical language that I never knew existed. Don't really worry about that. Gimel is a picture of Yeshua, our Redeemer. Yeshua HaMashiach is identified as the Redeemer of mankind. He is the one who, being born into the world, runs forth bearing charity for the poor ones who stand behind the door. He is our nourishment and our great benefit for those who spurn his love. Yeshua represents judgment and recompense. Note that Gimel also can mean lift up, as a camel lifts up one who is upon it. Aleph and Beit equal Gimel, suggesting that Gimel represents the Holy Spirit proceeding forth from the Father. What is that noise? This house makes some weird noises upstairs. I'm telling you what. Plus, I'm trying to keep quiet because I don't know how far my voice is going to carry upstairs. My wife is still asleep. And what is the role of the Holy Spirit? It is threefold: to convict of sin, righteousness, and judgment to come. GIMEL is a picture of grace. Hmm. According to the Sophorates, I don't know what that is. GIMEL is formed from the Zayin and a Yod. Zayin, I guess I'm saying that right. Means sword, and Yod means hand. Here then is a picture of grace. GIMEL approaches the poor man of Dalet behind the door with an open hand. An open hand is facing the other direction. The sword of Zan. Is it Zion? Is that what that's supposed to be? Zan is facing the other direction. Okay, I got you. The sword of judgment, however, is sheathed. That's not a sword of judgment. It's a sword of the spirit. Well, the spirit is judgment. Okay, and that's pretty much the rest of it. There's nothing else that we really need to worry about in there. So you learn something, or at least you try to. I'm not the best in the world. I'm just reading from a web page. It is what it is. So, anyways, yesterday was a long day, and I am exhausted, man. I really am. Every muscle hurts. Every fiber of my being hurts. Um, I'm a little disappointed. I'm a lot disappointed, let's be honest. Because this house has shown us we have so much that we have to put into it. And I just don't know how to handle it. I mean, this is a lot. This is it was one thing when it was just, oh hey, the water pressure's not the best because of the well, and there's a little bit of water that comes in the basement that we have to worry about, and we got to get the sump pumps fixed because there's obviously something going on, and there's extremely bad drainage in the front yard. I mean, that was one thing, but this is what happened yesterday was just beyond words. I I have never been in a house where I have seen water flow like that, like a small creek, coming into the basement. I've never seen that before, and I don't know how to fix this. And I'm sure it's part of the drainage issue. I don't know. We bought a house in a high water area, which nobody told us. We bought a house in a neighborhood which has extremely terrible drainage. Well, I don't want to say every house because there are some houses that have actually spent money on their drainage. You can see it, you can tell, and their houses don't, or their yards don't flood like ours does. But just the way this place is set up, man, it's a lot. It's just a lot. So I am I am up here. Up here. I am thinking about the basement, thinking about everything I have down there, and what I'm supposed to do. my wife was talking about moving me upstairs into the attic, to give me the room upstairs, and I'm like, I don't know if I can handle moving all my stuff back upstairs. Or moving all my stuff upstairs, period. I don't know. I don't know. God, please give me strength. Alright. Well, like I said, this one's going to be short and sweet. And I will try this again tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how loud this was. Maybe tomorrow will be a little bit better. Um, but I'm not moving. I'm not moving back downstairs for at least 3 days. Because the last time this happened, I had to put up with the wetness, and then after that, it was that damp smell. Yeah, and then the third day, I had to put down all that the the mold spray, and it was that was then. This is twice as bad as it was then. So unfortunately, um, I'm gonna have to do twice as much. So, anyways, guys, thanks for listening to me, listening to me unload my problems. I do appreciate a place to be able to come and just talk. Again, I don't have any current events other than the fact that your governments are screwing you over and manipulating you in ways that you can't even possibly fathom, and you're doing nothing about it. Um, People keep saying, "Oh, people are waking up to it. People are waking." No, they're not waking. There's nobody waking up to anything. There's nobody waking up to anything. It keeps going, day after day. People are doing nothing. You know, they live in their echo chambers as much as we live in our echo chambers. All you can do at this point is try to tell people the truth, and if they don't want to hear it, then I'm sorry, I have to move on. One of those things. So you kind of have to make the choice here. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna waste all your time trying to save everybody? Or are you just trying to focus on just one person? Or maybe a group of people? I don't know. There are people out there that are trying to save everybody, trying to get as many people as possible, and they're having a hard time, dealing with the fact that they can't get people to listen. It's like you can't save everybody. Just focus on one. Focus on just trying to get one, I guess. I don't know. You should definitely be praying, asking the Father what to do. What should we do at this point? Because you just see it coming. I was thinking today, the 7 years that came between that last solar eclipse and is coming with the new solar eclipse. If you start whenever that solar eclipse happened, and if you go for the 7 years, how bad has it become? I mean, this is just a hypothetical question. It's just something to look into because I was thinking about it. And, we're supposed to have 7 years of tribulation, but at the same time, it's supposed to come up as a woman in birth pangs, which means it's supposed to start small and get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And we are on the tail end, the second 3.5 years of the solar eclipse. We have passed the middle point, and we have only seen things get worse and worse and worse. I'm not saying it is what it is, and I'm not saying that this is the tribulation. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just it was something that came into my head this morning, and when things come into my head, when things pop into my head like that, I have to stop and think about it because it's there. It's just a thing that I don't know. And I don't even know why I think about this kind of stuff. It just happens. I wasn't even thinking about all of that. I was thinking about just how bad things outside are getting, you know, food and gas and all this other kind of stuff. And people that are just having problems just trying to survive. And this is unfortunately self-inflicted because we chose not to stop it. This is none of this had to be this way. None of this had to be this way. But we let evil men get into power to do evil things. And here you are. Here we are. This is exactly what it is we let evil men take over. Somewhere along the line, our ancestors, our fathers, forgot the line that says that we should not let evil come to pass. We should not let evil take over. We should not let evil breed other evil. We should not let it get to this point. So, again, the sword of the Spirit, apparently the sword of judgment, is an offensive weapon. It's not a defensive weapon. You got to get off your back foot. You got to get off your back foot. All right. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get going. You guys take care of yourselves. God bless everyone. Read your Bibles. Pray every day. Hope that we can all get through this, and definitely hope I can get that basement dried out and we can find the problem before it happens again, which I think it probably will. We will probably get this again. We just need to find the problem. So I shall talk to you guys later.